This video is for sailing and entertainment purposes only. You're making stupid comments about where I'm sitting at a restaurant in the Middle East beside a beach when you're like probably sitting on the same farty cushion in the Motel 6 with nobody. And you make fun of my boyfriend. And you make fun of my boyfriend.
Isn't this a surprise?
And you make fun of my boyfriend.
Thanks for nothing. Who clearly makes me happy and doesn't care what you think.
Hello everybody. In today's video, for the low introductory price of absolutely nothing, I think I'm giving really good prices in this economy. Foodie Beauty slips and lets everybody know that she is with a man who is her boyfriend and not her husband. Thanks for nothing. So basically, as you saw in that first clip, Foodie Beauty was massively, hugely raging at French Fry Girl. Honestly, at least we know that she hasn't been abducted by aliens, people from other planets. In yesterday's video, I said, my God, you need to start the rage back. She's like obsessed with French Fry Girl. Honestly, if there was one person that was talking about me, I'd just be like, whatever. I know there's an entire community that's talking about you, but the person that has made French Fry Girl successful, other than herself, was Foodie Beauty by talking about her in perpetuity. And the more foodie you talk about her, the worse off it becomes for you because she just gets more followers, okay? And her main thing that she's always upset about is that French Fry Girl has more people in her live streams than you, Foodie.
No one cares!
Thanks, Eric. This is such an old story. So anyways, while she was raging on French Fry Girl, basically what happened is that she clearly stated that she's, her boyfriend instead of her husband. So he's your boyfriend now, he's not your husband. So we're going to get into it and more drama from Foodie Beauty. At least we know that Foodie Beauty is going to be keeping the repeating guy in business. That was a repeating guy. Anyways, if you could not tell already by my intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, on publicly accessible public information that public figures made public, very public. Nothing I'm talking about is hidden here. I would urge you to be kind in the comment section to the people that we talk about. Please do not go to their channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging comments. The main thing I would say is that I am talking about individual situations that public figures are making public. I'm not comparing them to anyone, and I'm not talking about the general rule or the status quo, which you will see in this situation especially, okay? So basically, everyone has wondered if Foodie Beauty's marriage is real or not. A lot of people thought it was a marriage of convenience. A lot of people thought that it was fake. She met a man she didn't know. She flew to another country and she married him. Now, I'm not saying that other people don't do this, but in Foodie Beauty's case, in my personal opinion, this is not a real marriage. We discussed yesterday just a little bit of a refresher course. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I highly suggest you watch that one before you watch this one, because that one will inform this one. I'll link it somewhere at the end of the video. Basically, Foodie's ex-boyfriend and roommate Pete's said that when Foodie comes back to Canada, basically she's going to have to figure out what she's doing with her relationship with her boyfriend, pretty much. And people thought that it was strange that he said relationship other than marriage. Well, look, Foodie Beauty is a lie, okay? A lie. Our girls are such lies. That's why they're entertaining and riveting. Foodie Beauty has lied quite a bit on the internet, okay? So I would not put anything past her. It's totally possible she did not get married and they're just dating and they just made it up. I also wanted to say this. I have to say this because I know someone will say this, okay? So to show the other side, I know that somebody will come and say, look, anyone can make a mistake like that and slip, and I've been married to my husband for 78 billion years, because I know how the comments go. Oh, I was in a relationship and I called him my husband and he was my boyfriend. Oh, I was in a relationship with my husband, I call him my boyfriend. Sometimes anything could happen like that. People slip, people say the wrong thing. You guys are absolutely right. So if you plan on, writing that in the comment section, can I recommend you, can I suggest a hand massager instead?
Glenda was a good witch.
Instead of wasting time writing that, because I'm just going to address it right now, okay? Basically, yes, it is possible that Foodie Beauty just made a mistake and she meant to say husband, but she said boyfriend. No one gets public speaking, 100% all the time. I make mistakes all the time. Obviously, she's live. She's angry. She said boyfriend. She meant to say husband. totally understand that side. I just don't agree with it. I don't think that they're married. I think now there is mounting pressure and speculation whether the marriage is real or not. You know what I don't understand? Why hasn't Foodie Beauty, and I know that she would say that she doesn't owe us anything, and listen, you said you sell your life for profit, so I don't know. Why hasn't she shown proof that she's married? I've never seen any proof that she's married except a ring. Tomorrow, Kermit could wear a ring and he could say he's married. I'm just trying to say that there's no proof that they're married. Her closest person to her in her entire life, Pete's, called that a relationship and said that they would need to decide what they're doing in their relationship, like her boyfriend, her husband, and Foodie. That is already suspicious enough. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, Pete's could have made an error in judgment by saying that, but no, he did not misspeak. And then on top of that, now she says he's her boyfriend. What are you talking about? Is he your boyfriend or your husband? By the way, I'm sure you're wondering, why does it matter if they're not married? It doesn't. I don't care if she goes and marries a Kermit. I don't care whatever she does. It doesn't bother me. It's just that would be a massive lie. She may not have married him. Cool. You could live with him, or I don't know. I really don't know. You could do whatever you want, Foodie Booty. The reason why it matters if they're married or not is because she said that she got married, and if she's lying, then she's misleading an entire audience. But she's done that before, so rinse, lather, Kermit, repeat. Okay, do you guys think that she completely lied and she's not really married? Because I leave it in the comments down below, because I never saw any chemistry between them. Like you see in that clip, she says, well, he makes me so happy. I don't know, Chantal. I've been watching you for a long time. And the kind of look that you had in your eyes, that I would say infatuation and obsession and whatever you got going for your ex non-boyfriend, you all know who I'm talking about, the one that left her for another woman. You never have that in your eye for your husband, Salah. You never have that in your eye. And you can feel the awkwardness. It's palpable. I'm sorry. It's just palpable. The no chemistry between them is palpable. I'm not saying that, to pass judgment or anything like that. I'm being blunt with you to say how it is definitely possible that they're not married. I would not put anything past her to say that she actually got married when she didn't. Maybe she felt she had to make this up. That being said, to be fair, it's totally possible, yes, that she is 100% married and she just misspoke. Now, here's something else that's really odd. Here's a clip of Foodie Beauty saying, well, I think I'm going to let you see what she said and then we'll discuss it.
Like sitting there behind an avatar. Oh, she took her son to the... You think if you dated anyone younger, it wouldn't look like your son, honey? You think if you dated anyone younger, it wouldn't look like your son, honey? Yeah. Don't be jealous that I'm dating a younger, hot man.
Don't be jealous that I'm dating
A younger, hot man, okay?
Okay. You're dating your husband? So you're dating still? Here's the thing. I could understand her messing up once. I can, because everybody can mess up. But basically, she's not acting like a newlywed. And that's like also like the feeling that you get from her vlogs. She's acting like a person that is hanging out with someone and that maybe she's trying to put on an act and desperately try to make it work. She doesn't seem like she just got married. You know that vibe that like newlyweds have? She doesn't have it, okay? Why would she say that she is dating him? So first he's your boyfriend, then you're dating. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Most people date their boyfriend if you have one. People are not dating their husband. The only thing I can think of, to be fair, on the other side of things is that maybe to her it does feel like dating because she never met him before. So most of the time people date and then they get married. So usually by the time they're getting married, they're not really feeling that they're dating anymore. Or basically, usually dating is like, in the beginning, of course, some people feel like they're still dating their partner years and years later. I wanted to say that just to include everyone. But just in general, my personal opinion here is she slips twice because she's raging. She did a rage stream the other day, and she was raging at everybody. She was raging at French Fry Girl, raging at people that have anything to say about her relationship. Then don't put it publicly. If you don't want, like I've always said this, even about Amber Lynn, if you don't want something or someone to be judging your channel, how about you don't talk about it? Anything I don't want to talk about, I don't talk about. This is very, very, very easy idea as a public figure. But I just think that something is up. I don't think it's a coincidence to say that you're dating your boyfriend when you said that you got married to your soulmate, your husband. I mean, do you really think that she messed up twice? I mean, it's like, it's blatant. It's in your face and some people will still not believe it. My opinion is that either she doesn't feel married and she is, and that's why she's saying my boyfriend dating. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, she's just not legally married. So the rest of the stream, she goes after reaction channels. We're gonna have to do a dedicated live stream to that. No, we have to do a dedicated video to that. But I just want to show you what she's posting on her community page post. So as we all know, French Fry Girl is her number one, which is honestly ridiculous. Chantal, you know yourself, this is just a business. It's not a dress rehearsal. Foodie Beauty posted about a French Fry Girl saying tomorrow, 1 p.m., misery. She said she was miserable. Then she said she's blank. How is this not bullying? Oh, she said you are literally one manual review away from losing your channel. And basically, this is a video called French Fry Girl Can't Keep Up with Her Own Lies. Okay, I don't know what this is about, but I guess basically French Fry Girl said something and Foodie Beauty wants to, again, go after her. Listen, if you've been here for a while, you know that Foodie Beauty has continuously said about French Fry Girl. She has said, you know, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to get your channel deleted for bullying and harassment. I'm going to take you down for copyright. Foodie Beauty has threatened to sue French Fry Girl. Chantal, listen, I'm not telling you to do any of these things, but I can't take you seriously without, like, you don't ever do anything. Like, this is why French Fry Girl probably don't take you seriously, okay? Like I said, French Fry Girl is, like, probably the number one Foodie Booty reaction channel, and listen, I'm going to give you a little spoiler ahead, right? So Foodie Beauty is also mad at, like, Alex is Shook, and she's mad at a lot of reaction channels. The majority of the people that she's mad at are people that are getting a lot of views talking about her. You know, are you mad at my 7,000 views, Chantal?
That's not the kind of person I am.
Probably not. But just in general, like, the more attention that you give to French Fry Girl, the more attention that she gets, the more money that she makes, the more super chats that she gets. I never understood this. Like, okay, has anyone ever heard of this? Every time you let something go with the universe, you just let it go and just move on. It comes back to you, like, or it finally works out in your favor. Anyone's ever heard of that? Wow, what a concept. Here's the thing. So the more attention you give something, the more powerful it becomes. Starve it out. Like, basically ice it out. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Don't sing about it. Don't tell anybody about it. And then as you give less attention to something, it ceases to be as powerful. Like, it's her. The reaction channels are doing their own work. It's not your video views, Chantal. It's their work. They're already good enough on their own, and they're doing their own work. You keep trashing them, and you keep inviting your audience to check them out. Like, look at this, okay? Also, I'll be reacting to French Fry Girl's latest stream tomorrow. This is amazing. He says she's going to go after French Fry Girl. Nothing ever happens. Honestly, like, SHIT or get off the pot. I'm not telling you to do anything bad to her, but it's like, I would love to see what you think you can do with her. What are you going to do? Sue her? Like, for what? Like, it's just ridiculous. If these people didn't talk about you, Chantal, these are the people keeping you relevant. You honestly need to send them a holiday gift. You need to thank them, and you need to be thankful, because you do know what happens when people stop talking about you. Maybe you should take a look at what's happening to your other friend. Like, you do understand what happens when people stop talking about you. The only worst thing of people saying bad things about you is people not talking about you at all. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So what can I say? Do you guys think this rage stream will happen? I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, let's just move right along to a Pokemon Go update. Okay, so I wanted to show you some mega raids from last weekend that I did not show you before. Basically, this is when I was raiding for Mega Sceptile and Mega Swampert and Mega all of those Pokemons. So, you know, I have to tell you something. As I show you these raids, like, I think that if you really enjoy raiding in Pokemon Go, maybe you have experienced this before. I think that this is just, like, really a part of the game, and I think that Pokemon Go can change this. So people, if you don't have, like, a dedicated group of people that you're raiding with, people that you could trust, you have something called, like, random people, raiding with random people, which a lot of people do. I don't that much, because I usually raid with, like, my friends and people that I know that play Pokemon. But one of the things that I find really, 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 truly annoying is that if you do have to raid with random people, people will wait until the last minute to actually jump out of the raid and let you burn your raid pass. You can't get the raid pass back. The money's gone now. Now, what you can do is try to do that raid again until the raid expires. So there is numerous chances to still beat the raid boss. But one of the things that I find really ridiculous, like when I'm doing these raids and when I'm spending money on these raids, is that sometimes when I do have to raid with strangers, why can't they, and what is the purpose of people like leaving at the last minute? Now, sometimes the game does malfunction and you leave a while before the timer goes off, because I always, like, if I don't think I could beat a raid, I usually leave at like 30 seconds to go, maybe once in a while 20 seconds to go, but I leave people enough time to understand that, like, I cannot be in the raid anymore, right? And that we're never going to take, sometimes you just can't, you won't beat the raid boss. Like, for example, there's a raid boss named Lugia who cannot be beat unless you have 6 or more trainers, right? Okay. And sometimes even 6 is not enough. So I understand that sometimes people leave in time to give you an idea that, they're not going to do the raid and you just don't know about it because the game malfunctions. But more often than not, what ends up happening, and I just really don't care for this type of behavior, is people don't care that you're going to burn your raid pass. They stay in the raid lobby making you think that they are going to do the raid when they don't. And like, imagine if you just need 4 or 5 trainers. Let's say you need 5 trainers and one person leaves at the last minute. You're there with 4 trainers. You've all now cannot take the raid boss down. You're going to lose. And I think that this is just like really wrong, especially, raid passes cost money. It is a money-based thing. They're not free. You get 1 free raid pass a day and everything else costs money. So I feel like people do this because they just don't care about other people. They're only interested in themselves and their well-being. But I think that the game could probably do something that once there is a certain amount, and I don't think the game would ever do this, okay? But once there's a certain amount of people in the raid, like let's say there's 6 or 7 people in the raid, that you won't be able to back out. Like, I think that would be brilliant. Now, of course, the game will never do this because then you're taking away a person's desire to. What if you just change your mind and you got into the wrong raid, or you don't want to do this raid? I totally understand that. That's why the game would never do that. But it's just one suggestion. Like, I feel like, honestly, there could be other things that Pokemon Go could do, in my personal opinion, that could actually stop people from losing their raid passes. Or how about this? See, what if you were going to do that raid and you were going to get a Shundo or a Hundo 100%? They can not give you that encounter back. You can contact them and they can give you a raid pass back or something. Or maybe, like, I think they reimburse you or give you a raid pass back, like if you contact them on Twitter. But I think there's other things that the game can do to stop trainers from leaving a raid. Like, maybe if you come into a raid, you have to like press a button saying that you're just like, you're sure this is the raid boss that you want. But I don't think the game wants to get involved in that. And that leaves player versus player like animosity, and you get upset and you're like, well, because of you, I burned my raid pass and now I don't even think I can even go back in because now there's no people. This is especially for people that don't raid with a dedicated group of raiders. I'm sure that they have experienced this. And I think that the game should step in. That's just my own personal experience. During these raids, I did get a Hundo Sceptile. I did a short about it. But these are the last raids that I haven't shown you yet. So that's about it for today's video. Let me know if you caught anyone good in Pokemon Go. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, check out this video that's popping up here. You may enjoy it. You may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, go ahead and leave it a dislike. Be a friend. Thank you so very much for being here. So far, I have not yet been taken by aliens, people from other planets, but I'm hoping if I do enough Foodie Booty videos, they will take me. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Guys, do you know Foodie Beauty? Excuse me, have you been watching Amberlynn Reed? Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform? Samuel, I've been looking for you for a long time. Have you been complimenting our girl on her following? You owe me $7,500. Give it to me now. It's either that or you have to become a permanent guest star on my channel. Excuse me. What? Why are you trying to find something in the dirt when there's Amberlynn Reed videos to watch? Excuse me, sir.
Thanks for nothing.